Greetings, fam. This is Holly Hood, and I'm coming to you with today's edition of Hood News, reporting live from New York City. Today's presentation is actually quite upsetting to me because it involves the ongoing trend of Facebook Live shootings and murders. There is a contingent of people out there who seem to want to publicize their criminal activities on Facebook. And in many cases, they are killing innocent people in order to get this internet fame. Over the weekend, on Easter Sunday, as a matter of fact, an innocent senior was out just trying to enjoy his day. His name was Robert Godwin, and this brother, he was a family man, a father and a grandfather, someone who had lived a long life and contributed much to society, and he was killed by this person, Steve Stevens, who they're looking for now, and I posted up all the information, including his driver's license, for fun and also for he claims it's to get back at a girlfriend, at a woman who does no longer wants him. Heads up, Stephen, if someone doesn't want you, nothing you can do will get them to want you. um, a lot of people out there, they get really upset when a relationship doesn't work out, or when a person doesn't take you back, or when the person that you want does not want you. And even I myself have been a victim of someone who just constantly cannot get over the fact that I don't want him. And I had to tell him, you know what, brother, you got to bait your hook for a fish you can catch. And we used to say that back in the day. They're just some fish you're never going to catch. So you need to move on. And women, men, relationships, they're like buses. You missed the first one, next one come along soon. Don't get all bent out of shape over people. No one's better than you, no one's lesser than you. We all get dissed. But this guy couldn't get over it, and he's not some young guy. He's like 37 years old. Come on, grow up. Really. And so now he's out. They haven't caught him yet, last I heard, and he's looking for more targets. So if you see him, run. But more importantly, call the police. And I don't usually recommend that, but in his case, call the police. He's guilty as hell. He's killed one person and he's trying to kill more. Moving on, there's a lot of things happening on the internet, and they're all bad in terms of this genre of the Facebook Live killings. These are bad things, people. They're not good. They're not making you famous. They're making you wanted. And when you get caught, you go to jail, and that's when your fame ends. So the little bit of fame you get by doing this activity, it's not worth it. This woman had an argument on Facebook, and she died. The person showed up and killed her. 26-year-old mother. People arguing on the internet. When you argue with a fool, now you have two fools. What do you do when someone argues with you on the internet or says something you don't like? You block them. Delete the comment and block them. That's what I do. I wish I had a block button in life where I could just walk around and block people that got on my nerves, but I can't. So you keep it moving. There is nothing that validates violence. And even greater than that, our Lord says that He is the judge. He will seek vengeance on our behalf. No weapon formed against us will prosper. So don't worry about what people say. They talked about Christ. Come on already. Okay, these three crack babies, oh my goodness, I cannot even express the anger I have with them, because they were after this 26-year-old man. They killed him, but they also killed his 2-year-old son. I'm heartbroken over that. His pregnant girlfriend was able to film everything live on Facebook. I don't understand how she had the presence of mind to film this shooting. She was the girlfriend of the man who was killed. I don't understand how she had the presence of mind to film the murders of the 2 year old, which I'm not sure if that was her child, but even just the whole scenario. I don't know. I can't speculate. But nonetheless, they were caught, and I have nothing good to say about you three. Um, but now you're on your way to jail. You're already in there, from what I understand. So have fun being someone's girlfriend. Okay, moving on. Speaking of girlfriends, this ride or die chick decided to go and kill someone, another young black man, with her boyfriend. And so now they're both in jail. But what made it even worse was that they went on Facebook bragging about it. And just on that note alone, I want to say I can't stand world star hip hop. All they do is glorify these shenanigans. Every video on there is either of somebody getting jumped, which is a punk move, by the way. If it takes more than one person for you to beat up that person, you're a punk. You should have just let it go. You should let it go anyway. But those gang jumpings on one person, that's horrible. And it doesn't make you a badass. It makes you a punk. Yeah, I said it. It makes you a punk. Okay. Then I've heard that there's even gang rapes that are publicized and all sorts of other like debauchery that is just it's considered entertainment. No, it's not. It's not entertainment. It's horrible. And in the case where people are killed, it's even worse because you can't bring that back. It's not like TV where the character gets up off the floor and they wipe the fake blood off and then he goes home to his family. It's not how it is. And it's shameful. There's another thing people have to watch out for, and that's posting advertisements on Facebook. This woman and her live-in boyfriend posted an ad on Facebook for a roomer. They wanted someone to rent a room in her house, and this guy showed up and he killed them. So needless to say, don't give out your personal information. People, trust and believe. When I was homeless, I cannot tell you how many people offered me a place to stay. And that would seem like, wow, what a blessing. No, sometimes it's not a blessing. Sometimes it's a curse. I don't know these people. And a lot of them were far away in some one-horse town where if I were to go there and they did something to me, I could wind up in a field of corn somewhere where they never find my body. So you don't know these people. You don't invite strangers to your house. Didn't you learn that when you were 5? And you certainly don't go running off nowhere to meet someone. With all these different catfish shows and all this web of lies and all these things, they tell you how these people get caught out there, and a lot of times you never see them again or they get killed because they went running off to meet someone off the internet. Don't do it. This is so frustrating. I don't like doing these videos because most of the time they're not, how can I put this? I know I'm not your parent, but I wish parents would take better control of the internet. Shield the little ones, the babies, from these types of things. I know it's hard, but they do have internet guards that you can put in that will prevent the little ones from seeing certain type things. I don't like these violent video games. When my grandsons used to drag me into GameStop or whatever that was, and they wanted all these fighting and killing and coughing out blood video games, I wouldn't give them the money. No, I'm not going to help support that. The one time I was too tired to go in, and so I sat. We were at some place in Brooklyn, Fulton Mall, I think it is, and they had some seats, and I gave them my credit card. What was I thinking? and let them go in, and they came out with all these violent video games, and so then we had to go back in and change them. I believe part of that leads to this behavior. I believe that people have to learn to get a thicker skin. You have to learn to brush it off your shoulder when people say things to you. Don't get upset. In Proverbs, there's a great verse, and I don't want to look it up right now, but I can tell you that it talks about a fool and his temper, a foolish man having a quick temper. If you argue with a fool, then you have two fools. And there is nothing that anyone can say. They don't know you. Who cares what they say? And even if it's true, who cares? I gotta pray. I have to pray. Lord, I thank you. I thank you for the people who tune in. I thank you for the subscribers. I thank you for the word today because it's so important. There are so many out there who are not walking in you, Lord. They're doing things. The enemy has taken control and told them that they're in control and that they are the judge and the jury and the executioner. Lord, I need you to remind the people that they are not these things, that they are not in charge, that they're not responsible or designated to execute revenge on people. They're not. The people have gone wild, Lord. I need you to take the wheel, like we used to say back in the day, Lord. Take the wheel and drive these people back to their sanity. They've gone off the road of insanity, and I don't know where it's going to end, Lord. I ask you to shut down those sites that glorify violence and allow people to post videos of them abusing others, Lord. I ask you to help parents to become aware of what their children are doing and to look in on what they're watching on the internet and to monitor their activities. Lord, I pray for the little ones, Lord. Keep them safe and keep their little minds focused on things that are going to help them in this lifetime to have good lives and true fulfillment, to not seek these awful video games and all this trash as entertainment. Help them to look for things that are uplifting, that will help them to become better people, Lord. Lord, I thank you for the ability to make the videos. I ask you to put a covering on all the people who watch the videos, on my subscribers, on all my Facebook friends and family, Lord. And for people worldwide, I ask you to just help them to be safe in this world of technology where the evil one has put in place his minions to do his evil deeds. Keep your people safe, Lord. I thank you for my health. I thank you for my assignment, Lord. And as always, the glory is all yours. In the mighty, mighty, mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Thanks, fam. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe.